You're watching Global News Morning.
Well, cyberbullying is a terrifying reality that comes with today's technology, and kids as young as 10, I would say even younger than that, are targets. Yep. Joining us this morning is online security expert David Papp with some tips on how to prevent cyberbullying. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Mike.
Nice to see you again. Yeah, this is an issue that we really have to keep our eyes on because I don't think it's getting any better. I mean, it's getting, if anything, it's getting worse. More and more episodes are coming up. What exactly is cyberbullying? And let's talk about the different forms that are out there.
There's different forms, Mike, like people who are out seeking revenge. They're going and attacking somebody. They're just having fun, right? They're bored. And in general, they don't actually understand the consequences of what they're doing because they think that they're anonymous behind the keyboard and, you know, it's all harmful, you know, for fun.
So in what form does this take?
Well, it could be harassing emails. It could be taking a photo of somebody and taking it out of context or posting it, or an inappropriate photo that's being posted online. It could be anonymous emails, you know, harassing people. Online, I suffer it a lot online myself.
How's that?
It's interesting. It's the trolls online, we call them. And those are the people who hide behind the keyboards and they leave comments on your online social forums, on Kickstarters when I was running some Kickstarters, and they leave negative comments and they leave negative, you know, feedback, and truly they think they're anonymous, and it's challenging and stressful to deal with those things, but you have to, right? Sometimes you just got to go past it, and sometimes you just have to reply to it in a very careful way.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, some would say, and again, we all get these things. The best thing to do is just totally ignore it, and eventually they will go away. Some would say if you answer them, that'll just encourage them because then they see that you're affected, it's bothering you, so they'll hit you up even more. What do you figure on this?
I think it's case by case on that basis, Mike. I mean, what you have to remember is Mark Zuckerberg's vision of the internet and Facebook is that there's no such thing as anything private. I mean, he's expressed that numerous times. So truly reviewing your privacy settings and what you're posting online, realizing that could get posted online, you know, in places that you didn't expect, and dealing with it. Now, what I say case by case for situations, sometimes I think, like, I've converted people where they were very negative, but just the mere fact that I responded and dealt with it in a pleasant way, they actually became strong supporters.
Because they weren't expecting you to respond. And they certainly weren't expecting you to respond nicely, right?
Exactly.
So let's talk prevention now.
Well, I think prevention is to be very careful of what you're posting online, be very aware, like reviewing your privacy and settings controls within all your social media networks. If you post an image, realize that it could be taken out of context, you know, and that there's no such thing as the delete button online. And essentially thinking, what is private and what's not private online? And it really comes down to everything potentially being public.
And at what point do you need to get a hold of authorities?
Well, if something serious happens, of course. My big thing is education, of course. You got to sit down with your kids, you got to sit down with your staff, and you got to explain to them, what does cyberbullying look like? Because sometimes people don't even realize they're doing it. And you want to make sure that you are never a perpetrator of something like that. Like the crowd mentality, right? You don't want to go along with something. Sometimes you need to stand up for somebody who's being picked on online or being singled out.
All right. Thanks, David. Something that's just ongoing, something you have to keep your eyes on. You can follow David on Twitter, and he'll help you out in many ways. It's amazing how much information you can learn from David. He's got his own blog. It's davidpapp.com. You can also catch him on Twitter at davidpapp. Stay with us. We're back after the break.